Mic check, mic check, mic check. What's good, everybody? What's good with you? Let me know if you can hear me. Throw some mics in the chat. Throw some mics in the chat for your boys so we can get this thing started right here. Let me know if you can hear me. Classic SFC. What's cracking, man? You shoveling food in your face? What's up, Dwight McEwen? Hey, right on, right on. Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good evening and morning to you. We back, another ISC. I ain't watched it yet. I just skimmed through and take the screenshot that I could find in there, and then we lay it down so I could watch it with you. You might have watched it already. Don't be watching this without me. What are you doing? What are you doing? You gotta wait for your boy to get in here. I guess I'm gonna need one of these. Get this thing started. Right on JS, right on John. Lovely to hear your voice like always. Oh, appreciate it. Much appreciated. Balance seems good. Crazy good. Right on the run. Grubbing. All right, let's get this thing going. I'm gonna kill this music. We don't do music while we checking this joint out. All right, here we go.
Hey y'all, Space Dad here. Processing your feedback while in the middle of development is a monumental task. It's no secret that the Star Citizen community has no shortage of opinions, and your tireless efforts in testing the persistent universe at all levels from Evocati to PTU to even our live alpha environment requires multiple initiatives to ensure that valuable feedback is properly received. Whether that's the developers themselves spending their time in Spectrum, Reddit, Twitch, and YouTube, to our growing community team and the likes of Ulf, Jake, Tamara, Christian, and more. Whew. As part of our continuing efforts to shine our proverbial spotlight on those folks who don't often get seen or heard from in traditional game dev spaces, we're changing up our origin story format this week to take a look at an entire team who outside of Evocati, folks may not even know exists, whose efforts, much like those that we've just mentioned, is dedicated to collecting, processing, interpreting, and especially testing that feedback before passing it along to our developers for any potential action. So allow us to formally introduce you to the player experience team.
In player experience, we're basically one of the many voices of the players.
The reason why a player experience team matters
the most, because not compared to other teams.
Player experience actually takes the feedback from the community, actually understands the bugs that the live environment is facing.
And we'll use those to make the game better.
Shout out to these guys.
A day in the life of player experience team is
all over the place, actually.
Sorry, I have to laugh.
We almost don't know exactly what we're going to be doing that day.
We're kind of like the late crew here.
We start our day at 2 p.m.
To be able to play alongside players when these builds go out.
Beyond there, our day can exist from reviewing features that are upcoming.
We go to the issue council, we check to see what bugs have been reported in the latest builds.
One of our main objectives is taking those issues through the issue council and seeing if we can produce it in game.
Sometimes we get what are called QATRs, QA test requests from devs.
We report on those bugs, we tell developers here's what our findings were and how we got to the bugs, and here's what didn't work and what did work, and try all types of weird and interesting ways of breaking the game.
We're the gap between the players and the developers.
Working alongside the community team to make sure that your feedback gets heard.
There's traditional QA and we have the live QA from the player experience team. Traditional QA takes care of upstream features as they're getting developed, while player experience actually
attack things from a player experience point of view going through the motions that a player would go through to try to target the issues in a way that Dev QA probably wouldn't be able to reproduce.
Some of us take a look in the specializations of the game. Like I go into specialization of medical gameplay, so I could see the ins and outs.
I focus a lot of my time on mining and trading issues. Other members of the team
Love to dogfight. Some people love to do FPS combat or missions or bounty hunt. It's all over the place.
So we have a great spread, and we kind of get to have fun doing what we are excited to do.
I think the main thing that I would want backers to know about our job and what our team does is that, we're listening to your feedback.
Our team itself is actually quite full of backers.
It kind of helps me put myself in their shoes rather than just look at the data and make a decision based off that data and not necessarily gameplay.
A joke made on the team a lot is that it's easier to learn QA than it is to learn Star Citizen. I already had my pet peeve bugs I wanted fixed. I already knew how the issue council worked.
I think it's important players do know that we see the issues, we see the issue council. We have some automated systems, and sometimes your issue council might say not a bug, but we are tracking it and we are aware of it. We go back manually and open them up when we see that happen, and we do want to address it and get it into the hands of the developers.
No, I'm not the reason your ship got nerfed.
Might be actually responsible for that a little bit. Don't put that in there, please. I know the Ares Ion has been brought up before.
Whenever we're looking to make changes to ships,
It's a very much involved process with a lot of decision makers.
We translate the concerns that players have and bring those into the developers' eyes.
So in essence, we're just the messengers.
It wasn't me.
If there's one thing I want everyone to know is we're all very much passionate about how this project is run, because we absolutely believe and love the project.
Being able to interact with a very dedicated community definitely allows us to gain a lot of insight into what the game should be and what the community envisioned the game to be.
In the end, they're the ones who are really supporting the game, and they're the ones who are playing the game, and we're making a game for people to play it and have fun. And I think that's the most important part of it.
People are at the heart of the Star Citizen experience, both from you outside and those within. And in the case of the player experience team, often the same folks transitioning from one to the other. And up next, it's time for another sprint report, so let's get to it.
Let's go.
Let's start things off with these new docking areas being created for our high-tech space stations like August Dunlow found in orbit above the planet Crusader. Now, while docking came online a little while ago, several space stations and their respective archetypes still needed this work to enable docking at all the stations of the Stanton system. Next up, let's check in with the Drake Corsair and these gray box images of the mess hall interior, which looks to take some of its cues from what you may already be familiar with from the Drake Caterpillar. There's also the cockpit where pilots spend most of their time, and an up-close look at the dashboard, and finally a look at perspective pilot visibility.
Okay.
We've also got these looks at the Drake Vulture, which is currently rounding out final art phase with some perspective liveries. Let's go ahead and do one of those social media quizzes in the comments. Which one is your favorite? 1, 2, 3, or 4? And from brand new ships to those that have seen better days, let's take another look at the continuing development of our upcoming Reclaimer derelicts. Now, as part of the work our Montreal team is doing, most derelicts will fall into one of 3 categories: old, new, and inhabited. And as part of those inhabited, you can see here preliminary work on housing modules to be found both outside and within the wreckage itself. Tech is also being developed to allow the overall object container that contains the derelict within to pick up biome information from wherever it's dynamically spawned. That means if it's spawned in snow, it gets snow covering, or in this case, ivy and a variety of plant growth. The team is also building up a new library of derelict shaders for various states of decomposition. And when all this is brought together, it'll mean a greater variety of points of interest for you to discover and new mission areas spawned once you accept the job, all dynamically placed and dressed as needed. And before we move on, a short video look at the interior habitable spaces currently being fleshed out.
That's dope. Love the plants growing inside. Yeah, that's the hotness.
And then lastly, let's take a look at current VFX progress on the handheld salvage beam we discussed on last week's Star Citizen Live with Mike Snowden. Now, while it's important to state that this effect you're seeing here is not final, repeat, not final, and this is a showcase only of the VFX involved, I hope we can all agree, this is still really cool as heck. I mean, just look at this thing, the way the particles are being atomized and sucked up off the hull of the ship. I'm gonna tell you, I just kind of sat and watched this on loop for about 5 minutes straight and was thoroughly mesmerized.
That is pretty dope.
In fact, Amanda, let's change up the music and just let this play out for a bit. Really get our zen on.
Really?
I said get our zen on. You're messing with me. There we go.
Yeah, it's quite soothing.
Of course, we'll learn more about Salvage, ship-based and handheld, next quarter ahead of its much-anticipated introduction to the persistent universe. So what did we learn this week? Well, we learned that it takes quite a bit to keep up with the massive amount of feedback the players provide, and that it's all hands on deck with the developers, the community team, the player relations team, and more to do it. And I'm gonna name drop the customer service team and the concierge team because they deserve a shout out too. That derelicts are shaping up to bring new gameplay opportunities through old and busted spaceships. And that the day when we can leave messages for others in the hull of abandoned spacecraft using the handheld salvage gun are close at hand. What will you write first? For Inside Star Citizen, I'm Jared Huckabee. We'll see you all next week.
All right. Let's run that back. He talking about people writing their names with the salvage tool. You know what people are really going to be doing with the salvage tool? They're going to be drawing stuff. They're going to be drawing stuff, man. Yo, that was dope, man. That was dope. But shout out to the to Ulf, Xylo, all the good folks at the player experience team, helping us get through some of these issues and running and taking the bugs, running at the front lines with these bugs, man. I know Evo got it bad, but these guys got to get the tier -0, -12 level, which I know got to be rough. That hospital, like the medical stuff that they were showing, my goodness, man. I'm glad I don't have to do it. It can be rough when it gets into the PTU. Like it was rough when me and my man SFC was testing those med beds or med gurneys. That was rough, but man, them couldn't do it. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to you guys. What's going on in the chat? Let's see. Love seeing them eyebrows for sure. Shut up. I'm real glad these guys exist on the team. Yeah, man. Yeah, JS. Me too, man. Me too. They on the front lines taking all the blows, man. What is 4 and 4 and 2? Oh, the number of those. Let's take a look at those real quick. Because I'm a bit partial to red. So, but there was this one khaki colored one that they didn't show, I don't think. Let's see. Y'all said 4, 4, and 2. I said 4. I do like that green one. Yeah, maybe the red, because that's the Apollo Medevac or the other Apollo. I can't remember which one's which color. I do like it. Like I would love that for an alternate. That khaki colored one, this is more yellow, but they had a khaki colored one that they showed in another ISC that I thought was dope, man. It was kind of hot. I don't know, it was no other ship was that color. Well, the 100i got paint that you can get that's, which is weird. It's kind of khaki and pink, pinkish purple. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I love the option to have them all. Love the option to have them all. Let's see. Beam. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Can't wait for Salvage either. Mixamatosin. Man, I ain't seen that name in a hot minute, man. Where you been? Yo, how big is your forehead, my guy? Oh, it's huge. It's huge. This thing go all the way back, man. Go all the way back. 07 Commander Dr. Digital. What's happening, man? What it do? I ain't seen you in a big minute. In a fat minute. What's going on, my guy? We're getting attacked by the Gurney Bears. Oh, yeah, man. Them Gurneys was killing me, man. I was trying to put SFC in the Gurney, and he would just fall through. That was a pain. But I haven't tried it since then. I know they fixed it, but I haven't tried it. I'm going to try that again. We had to try that again. Man said on fleek. But father, to be on fleek is no more. Let's see. Red looks like the pirate livery from the Gladius, kind of. Does it? Yeah. Well, now that you say that, maybe I've never even looked at the Gladius pirate livery. I'll just take a look at that. I know it can't be red. I feel like I would have remembered if it was red. Because red just, it pops. And the Gladius ain't one of those ships that just pop like that. It looks like it does its job and goes home. Goes to sleep till the next day. Let's see. 2 does it for you. LeRon likes 2. Mixo likes yellow. Sammy Bus, nah, homie. It's a whole 8 head. Sir Round, Test Lube. QA, PET. What is PET? Then Evo, PTU, Live. I'm trying to think what PET stands for. There's so many acronyms in these games, man, that you be trying to get your head around all this. And it just start forgetting stuff. Somebody said, let's go BH. I was like, what the hell does that mean? Somebody had to tell me. Bounty hunting. I was like, oh! Let's go BH. Let's go BM. Mixo's been on that work grind. Okay. Commander Dr. Digital and out of sight, but always lurking. Okay, I feel you. Be lurking. And that's what you be doing. Huh. That Polaris shirt could be kind of hot. Kind of weird. I'm sitting here checking this dude's shirt like that. But this was cool, man. August Dunlow above Crusader. August Dunlow, isn't that already a place? Or maybe I'm just thinking there's a moon location called Dunlow something. And I wonder what they sell medical supplies. I'm not sure. But so I guess this means this was weird. I wasn't ready for that. Was not ready for that. That was weird. That's caught me by surprise. But yeah, August Dunlow, man. I feel like there is a place called that. Some B on Big Mama. Come back for 17. All right, cool, man. We'll see you there, Mixo. Man. But yeah, so does that mean they planning on moving my goodness, I can't even think right now. Moving Port Olisar out fairly soon. PO was out, Dunlow's in. Oh man, that'll be so weird just because the Port Olisar is probably the most recognizable thing in Star Citizen. Like anybody sees that shape, that's space station, 2 rings going with the platforms on it, you know it's Star Citizen. It just catch your eye right there. And then you click on it, especially if it says dig that underneath it, you just click on that stuff real quick. Yeah, it's such a classic. I was watching this other video the other day, or yesterday, matter of fact, where it was an old demo and they jumped to some moon, and there was like an orbital space station, and then they jumped further. They didn't jump all the way to the moon, but there was like another station between the bigger station. They jumped from here, smaller station, and then they jumped to the moon from there, which made me think. And it was a shape that I had never seen. So I wonder how much stuff they got. They got in mind for these things. And look at that detail. I was loving these, man, especially the plants growing inside of it, because we don't have that with any of the wrecks that we got right now. In fact, I don't think any of the wrecks, if I'm not mistaken, are in places with any greenery like this is. That is dope. That's like some Dagobah Star Wars stuff. Like, man, you want to pop up in there. Let's see. It's a spaceport at Orison. Yep. Oh yeah, I was gonna go back to the Drake. I was hoping it was gonna be a little bit different because they stick real close with the design language. I'm not a morphologist. I can't be faking that. But well, hell, they be sticking so close with the themes of the manufacturers. Like every ship, you automatically know. Like the interior of a Vanguard looks like the interior of a Redeemer. Looks like the interior of all the other the ships, and it's cool. I get they want to stay on brand, but man, I'd like to see something a little different-y. I don't know. What do y'all think? Do y'all like that every ship within a brand looks pretty much the same, or do y'all want them to flip it up, get some variation? See, I think they're just adding the docking arms to Orison Port. Portal may mess me up now. Port Holly, man. Oh, maybe they are. Yeah, you might be right. Yeah. I've never even attempted to dock like a huge ship, because who wants to take that trip all the way down into Orison and then take that trip all the way up out of Orison? So yeah, that sounds right. Get some docking action over there, which would be very different to be on the planet and you can still see people's large ships docked onto the side of the hangar areas. That'd be a first. That's usually reserved for space stations. Windows would have been great on the Corsair. They needed some windows. They need some windows like the roll down windows. You can roll them boys down and yell at somebody in the space ship next to you. Once persistence happens, you'll get to decorate and make it your own. Yeah. I mean, you can kind of do that now. Throw some stuff in there now. I'm sure they have more stuff. The thing I was disappointed with is it sounds like they will never be able to have like custom interiors like they have on the 300i, like they had on the 300i. I'm not sure if you can still even do that, where you can buy one and then customize it with all these different options. Yeah, they outlined the difficulties of that, which that sucks. Maybe it's something to come in the future, because I'd really like to change them walls, Ray. This was so dope. You know what people's gonna be drawing when they get their hands on these. That's all you're gonna see. Screenshots everywhere. Man, I know this is testing right now, but boy, that looked like that would take so long. I mean, because when you see the close-up, he looked like he's putting in a lot of work. He's like clearing that stuff. But man, that is going. It's taking so long to clear that stuff. I mean, even if it does, I'm down, man. We'll go get a squad. We'll squad up and go strip somebody's hole. While somebody's in it decompressing with no helmet. That's super cool, man, because I was looking at, when the ships, when the holes kind of glitch out and they show like the interior damage model. I was thinking it's going to look more like that, but they got the skeleton going on, which is hot. I wonder, is that something obviously you can repair your ships down the road, like physically, like do it by hand. But I'm wondering if somebody just left you with a frame, could you still repair that, or you just gotta call that a loss and claim that one, man? Got to take that one back to the back to the insurance kiosk. What does that thing do? That's the salvage tool for the multi-tool salvage attachment. Commander Dr. Digital. Let's see. Once I think it's realistic, at least for Drake. It's definitely got a real realistic vibe to it, which I get. I just wish they'd flip it up somehow. Colors or assets. Like that's the same table over there from the Caterpillar. It's the same toilets from the Caterpillar. Like this whole set, like they just took it out the Caterpillar captain's room and just put it in there. Wait, is it the yeah. I think that's what the captain's room was like. And this looks just like a Caterpillar right here. Well, I guess that stuff ain't on the wall there, but it's on the wall in other parts of the ship. Anyway, it's cool to finally see this thing. I wish they had showed some wider shots so we can get a sense of scale. Cause man, from what I was looking at, it looked really narrow. And if it's like Retaliator narrow, then I'm like, but hopefully it's bigger. We need to get in there and man spread, man. Gotta be able to man spread. Maybe upgrade the tool for better returns. That'll be interesting. They'd have to make them very different in price for it to be worth it to even start with a smaller one. Like, oh, let's go do a mission, I'll do something that give me 100 credits or 1,000 credits and just get the better one. Let's see. Well, salvage, it might be that if you use a wide beam, you don't get as much material, maybe. Yeah, that could be. There's all kind of ways they could play it. I mean, you guys are popping up with ideas already, man. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, I'm sure there will be setting. I'm sure it won't just be a click and it just does one thing. It's like the mining tool, you can crank it up, bring it down. And I wonder, is it like, because the mining tool, if you just crank it all the way up, then you might blow a rock up in your face. So I wonder, is there going to be some kind of danger using the salvage tool? Like, are there going to be some complications that they include to just give it a bit more depth, a couple more layers? Let's see. So can we say green colored hole material and color or artifier holes? Green color hole material. Explain. Looks cool. Yes, it does. What's up, Mesto? Yeah, but that's what Industrial Corps do. Dig that. They customize. They don't customize. They reuse. Yeah, I get that. I get that. It makes sense. Like, there's way. I mean, everything in here, you can make it make sense. It's just like, I don't know. Like, when I got into Redeemer, I was like, oh man, it's the same thing as the Vanguards. Just give me something different to look at besides the shape. But maybe that's just me. Maybe most people don't care. As long as it does what they wanted to do. Let's see. They're doing exactly what car companies do to cut costs. Yeah, true. That's kind of an interesting thought from the perspective of what if like, you know how Toyota has their luxury brand, which is Lexus. Honda got oh man, who does Honda got? It start with an A, Acura. And all that kind of stuff. That'd be kind of cool if they did something like that. I would love to see a Cuddy deep black. Cuddy white, Cuddy deeper black. Where it's like luxury inside, got the fish tank and bar, and the back ramp opens up and you got a patio in the back so you can go ahead and sip your Mai Tais and all that good stuff. That music Dave's playing here reminded me of what's it called? Hard Space Shipbreaker, something like that. Not this music, but the one that was playing in there. Let's see. They don't customize or use modules then for tool. Oh yeah, that backpack. I noticed that backpack because I was wondering. I was like, all right, what kind of container do you have to carry around all that stuff that you're that you're scraping off? I mean, they're atomizing it, right? So it's like really, maybe as you're doing that, you're discarding something and you're just only taking like the purest stuff that you need out of there. So you're not actually, it's not a one-to-one. You stripped off this much and you're carrying this much. Because that backpack is mad skinny. To be trying to hold that. Hold a ship's wing worth of material. Let's see. Is there other luxury ships besides Origin? Nah, there's not. And I was saying that I wish they would come out with like a mid-grade, like a like if we're gonna call Origin. Yeah, Origin. Why does that not sound right? Origin 600i. Yeah, if we're gonna call Origin the luxury class, like the BMW analog, then maybe there's a Acura or, you know, something like a tier lower than that. That's luxury, but like more affordable luxury. You dig what I'm throwing down? Can you dig it? You digify it? Let's see. Hades Flame. Man, love your vids. It's sick. I can finally watch one of your live streams. Oh, welcome. Welcome, my friend. Glad to have you here with us. Thank you. Thank you very much. Much appreciated, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. That's the new salvage gun, right? He's using? Yeah. Yes, the salvage attachment for the multi-tool, which I cannot wait to make some interesting shapes on people's ships. You leave, you go in a bunker, you walk back out from your to your ship, and you got a large dong drawn on it. On your wing, and you're losing integrity because you've got a dong on it. Oh man, yeah, it did look like an all-day thing, but I'm sure they'll balance it. Maybe it may not be balanced when we get it. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. You know, that's just how those things go. And that's how they go. Oh man, where he floats above there. Oh, that's like one of the most annoying things when you get in the weird space and you're floating and you can't move. Let's see. Volvo. Man, do they still make Volvo? I haven't seen a, oh yeah, they do. I haven't seen a Volvo on the road in so long. I forgot all about Volvo, man. When I think of Volvo, I think of them old boxy cars I used to see in high school. Like people, most of us, we didn't have no flashy cars back then. I would see like some Beetles on their last legs and boxy Volvos. Every now and again you had that rich kid with his sexy flexi mobile. Let's see. Did they ever say when a 660i 600i rework is coming out? Now I wish they did. That'd be great. Especially now that I got one in my hangar. I didn't really care before, but now that I got one in my hangar, yeah, I'd love to see that. They haven't said anything about that. I wish they would. Even if it's far away, because then you can kind of manage expectations with it. I know like 600i owners are really wanting that to come. But if they would just say, yeah, they ain't gonna be for a while, which I don't even know if it's on the roadmap because I don't really pay attention to the roadmaps so much anymore since they took off the delivery view, or they chopped up the delivery view. I don't really check it out no more. But I imagine it might be there, maybe on the, I forget. I even forget what the other view is called. Not the release view, but the other view, which I think it defaults to. But yeah, man, maybe check there. I'm sure it's not going to be for a while, unless that's going to be one of them sneak things that they just kind of unleash on us without knowing, which is cool. That's the one good thing about them taking some of the stuff off of the roadmap is now we're not all hyped up for stuff, and then it's not, it gets chopped off. I mean, there's some drawbacks to that. But also, we also get hit with some surprises that we weren't expecting, which is good. I like that. I would still like to be able to see their goals, what they would like to accomplish for like the next few quarters. But I guess, we'll get, just like anything else, we'll get used to it. I'm sure most people ain't even thinking about it right now. I think more about it just because I'm thinking about content. But yeah, well, we'll get used to it. We'll get used to it. If nothing else, you know that Star Citizen's always changing, man. Change is a constant here at Camp Star Citizen. Man, the reclaimer's laying on a settlement. They didn't really click at first. That should be interesting. I'd like to see what the finished version of this looks like. Let's see. That was not a backpack, but a salvage gun. Yeah, there was a salvage gun, and then it had a backpack on the back. Got to collect it in something. Let's see. Hey, dig that. I think the Banu is a kind of luck ship design. Yeah, I will agree. I don't know if in their culture that's supposed to be luxury, or is it more supposed to be comfortable in their eyes? Because those are ships, like, they get handed down generation to generation to generation. So, I mean, something like that, it would feel like it would be more about comfort for something long term. But yeah, to our eyes, at least my eyes and your eyes, it looks luxurious, man. And I was hoping that they would keep, like, if you look in the Banu Defender, they like on the arms, it's got like that scroll work, like kind of like filigree on the arms. It's real decorative. And like the earlier Banu, Merchantman, I said Defender the first time, Merchantman stuff, it was just as decorative. And I was hoping that they wouldn't scale back, and it looks like they might have. I'm not 100% sure because we haven't seen the final stuff. Oh, that is a salvage gun. Wait, what? No. Whoa. Wait, let's go back. Is that another salvage gun? That can't be. Maybe that's the bigger, the two-handed tractor beam that hasn't reached out. Except some players have got their hands on that two-handed tractor beam. It wasn't supposed to be in there, but people were able to loot a lot of stuff that wasn't supposed to be in there. Like right now, you can find multi-tool batteries, even though that's not in game yet. But anyway, yeah, I bet you that's the tractor beam, the two-handed tractor beam. Pick up a ship and slap somebody with that thing. Imagine if you melee somebody with that. Bow! They go flying back 3 feet. 20 feet if you're on Daymar. That's crazy. I mean, that could be, maybe. Yeah, actually, yeah, that makes more sense because why else would he have it on right here unless they were just trying to tease something? Yeah, maybe that is a salvage gun, like the bigger one, and they're not testing that one on camera for us. They didn't throw that on the video. Yeah, you're probably right. I think it's big. Okay, that would make sense. Because the little one, the attachment is doing the work so slow. So I guess if you left your big one at home, you got the little one, you got the attachment, or maybe you just that's more likely something you would use on like a dragonfly, or I don't know. Maybe you help the guy that's got the big one. You just got the little one. There's a lot of that's what she says in there. But yeah. Oh man, yeah, they snuck that in there, man. I was thinking it was a backpack because I didn't see the close-up. I saw the wide shot and didn't think much of it. Where's that wide at? Yeah, I seen this and I just assumed it was a backpack. That's crazy. Good eye, guy. Let's say, stay away from my ship with that tool. Oh man, I'm especially people I know that are in the bunkers. Oh yeah, I'm gonna draw on their ship while they're in the bunkers. Let's see. Do you ever think they'll eventually allow custom outfitting for all of the ships, like putting in different tier beds, weapons, lockers, etc.? I'm kind of doubtful on that just because some of the stuff that they said before. But I mean, they stuff that they weren't able to do back in the day that they're able to do with ease now. Like one of the things that they said they was just a tough gig to get done was to make custom interiors like they did with the 300 series when you're able to go on the website and just customize everything from bed sheets to materials on the seats, the pilot seats, you know. But I don't know. Hopefully, don't give up hope. Keep hope alive. Keep Bob Hope alive. That was a dedicated Salvage Gunners backpack, not a backpack. Let's see. Makes me think of another railgun. I'm trying to think what the sides of the railguns look like. Do they got those little bars on each side of them? I can't remember. I'd be a huge railgun, like a big wide. That's one of these boys. You hold that thing like this. Let's see. Looks cool. Makes a good stream. Got to go see Universal. All right, good sir. 07. Like the dedicated med gun. Yeah, man, I'm wondering where they was going with that med gun attachment, because that thing is not dig that approved. Because you can't like scan people. I think maybe you give them a basic scan. It only has the red med pen stuff inside of it, and you can't really control the dose, man. You can overdose somebody so fast with that thing. SFC knows. A new form of griefing. Salvaging own ships. Oh yeah, man. What do? You walk outside and you got like a team of people salvaging your ship. You just murder everybody, as many people as you can, before they start salvaging you. Oh man. Yeah, that'd be some funny stuff, man. I can see the video, like video content is like popping up in my head right now. Just thinking about that. Can't wait to steal parts off of people's ships. Yeah, man, that'd be interesting, man. That'd be funny if you could make like a jalopy. You got like a Ares Ion wing. You got a Drake Herald thruster on a Grey Cat PTV. Just the one wing and the big thruster in the back. That'd be hot, man. I'd do that all day. That seems like that would be more so some what is that? The one game I could say is competing with Star Citizen as far as stuff you can do. What's it called? It's that voxel game. Space Engineers. That seems like more of a space engineer thing. I don't know why I stopped it right there. Oh yes, August Dunlow Spaceport. Duh, I forgot that's the name of that. That's I was thinking August Dunlow was somewhere else. August Dunlow Spaceport. Yeah, it all makes sense now. It's gonna be so weird seeing ships docked in the city. Like you fly down and you see like I don't know. I don't want to say any of the things we already got. I'm trying to think of what a Perseus. You got like a Perseus docked. Like, I wonder how, I mean, because there is, Nah, you should be able to put like a huge ship, like a Kraken, dock a Kraken. Maybe that's why the arm is so spread out, like the arms on the hangars at Oris, and they got like this central hub and these arms just coming out from it. These arms. Best dock ever. Oh man, if I could remember where that video was, I'd play that part. Somebody said 2. Which color was 2? All right, so that's 1. Oh yeah, I like green too, man. I think the green looks pretty dope. It looks like retro futuristic, like, but in a specific way, like World War II retro futuristic. Like one of them things that they put in them goofy Nazi movies. like Nazis on the moon, Nazis on Mars, that kind of thing. It seemed like that something that would be made up in one of those flicks. Picture a reclaimer hitting a Pisces with his salvage beam once, and the player's still flying in space saying, "Where did my ship go?" Oh yeah, just absorb the ship. Somebody comes out of security post Korea, ship gone. Coop in the box, what's cracking, man? What's cracking, baby? How you doing, bro? Mesto, imagine if it was bugged and you shot a hole through your head. yeah, that'd be horrible, man. That'd be horrible. That'd mess your day up. What y'all think about the white, man? I don't know if I'm a fan of the white. It looks like real junky, so that's a good alternative. It looks like it gets down in the junkyards, man. So yeah, I kind of feel it from that perspective, because like you can see like all the grime decals on it compared to better than you can compared to. Oh, they don't even have them on this. Okay, maybe those are they're just varying levels of wear and tear. Kind of doubt it though. Yeah, see that red one, it don't quite fit, man. It's got the racing stripes, man. I feel like that makes it go too fast. You know how it is when you add stripes. You say, "Oh man, time to go." Space games with more things to do. No Man's Sky easily. Really? I didn't mean like number of things. I meant like the type of. I think I was on a quality versus quantity thing. I've only played like 20 minutes of No Man's Sky while I was on the sauce. So yeah, I don't really have a broad overview of what that game is like. But from what I'm seeing, it looks solid. It looked like you gotta be a part of the niche, man. It looks a little bit esoteric for the space adventure gamer. I guess it's just the aesthetic for me, man. But yeah. Matter of fact, my boy Azzy, he does content for that in Azarath, and he was posting stuff like something about making birthday cakes and like all kind of craziness. I'm like, you can make a cake? Yeah. Imagine you right on that. Imagine you right on that, playboy. Demon says I must go. Well, you know, Demon's the boss. He's the boss of you. White on yellow are selling. Black and yellow. But definitely not the deep space one. Oh, I see. Yeah, the white one when you're operating on there. Yeah, I can kind of see that. White is better in space for the contrast. For a target, yeah. You'd be a good, clean white target. That nice contrast. That gun is crazy, man. The two-handed salvage gun in the back that they just threw in there like we wasn't going to catch that. No, I'm just kidding. They knew we was going to catch it, but they could have used it. They could have let us see how that thing get down. We see like the lightsaber size beam on the multi-tool attachment. Deron Gordon. What's cracking, baby? Thanks for the entertainment while you work. Hey, man, you got it, boss. You got it, man. Much appreciated for the super chat, man. Much appreciated, man. The red one would get pulled over way too much by space popos. Yeah, man, you got that racing stripe. You got to pay the price, my boy. But yeah, again, with this, man, I love the foliage, man. That's just overtaking the reclaimer. That's the hotness, man. This is, how you say, the hotness. Let's see. Red looks too much like the Cutlass. Or the Cuddy Red. This is a salvage ship, not a rescue ship, unless they want to cut people out of a ship. They should have the jaws of life on there, man. Yeah, the red one, just the more I think about it, the more off it seems. Yeah. And the more I like that green one, the more I'm starting to like the green one more and more. Yellow one's okay. It just, so obvious. Just like, that Caterpillar vehicle color. Not Caterpillar spaceship, but Caterpillar, the real life brand. But I like this, man. I like that green. Look like you about to get a job done. Look like you on the job, boss, with that green right there. I likes that. I give it me. It's got the spoiler in the back. I never noticed the spoiler before. Was that always there? Oh man. Yeah, you need a spoiler on that ship, man. You need that downforce pressure. Let's see. DDJJTT Love. Let's see. I played hours of No Man's Sky, but I found one major problem. Every planet and AI location were the same. Oh, really? So it was like Elite Dangerous, so it was all an illusion. They have managed to put some gloss over it now. I quit before they did. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. I wanted to get into that just because, you know, I think it's dope what they did. Like, they're the comeback kids of the decade. I mean, they started last decade, right? Like in the 2016, 2017, something like that. But anyway, yeah, they some dope boys over there making it happen. But I just one on Sauce. Other thing is, I don't like the look of it, and you can't walk inside your spaceship. I don't like blacking out and ended up on the other side of my spaceship. Kind of takes me out of things. Let's see. What's up, KC? What's up, Mr. Dick Dester? How you doing? Hey, I'm doing. How you doing, huh? You think that two-hand gun is going to have two-hand salvage, tractor, and repair? It's a good question. Is that going to be a Swiss Army knife like the multi-tool, just bigger? I never even thought about that. I think had you not asked that question, I would think that it was its own thing. Like there was each a tool for each of those things. One for salvage, one for tractor, and one for repair. That's a good question. I don't know. What do y'all think? What do y'all think about that? Y'all think it had to be modular, just like this one right here? Like the little one is? You imagine trying to put the the attachment on. You like holding it under one arm and like trying to slam it down on the end of it. Let's see. So you can move larger crates. Man, maybe we'll see. Are they going to be dedicated tools or are they going to be modular? Are they going to be Swiss Army knives or are they going to be their own thing? That's me when I'm bored. Yellow Vulture looks a lot like Yellow Dragonfly, which should be able to fold up in that rear bay. Yeah, I've been seeing this picture. I keep I've got it saved of I forget what the word for it is, but where you can fold up the little forks on the Dragonfly. I wonder is that still in the works? I feel like it is. Like maybe they have discussed it, but I can't remember. But that'd be nice, man, because the length of the Dragonfly, keeps it out of a few ships, and it'd be nice. Probably more the width than the length, but the length would definitely help fit it in some more places, and just have some extra room, even if you can't fit it in. You know what I mean, boss? Marco Diaz, right on for the sub. Let's see. What makes you play Star Citizen over ED? I guess at the core of it, Star Citizen is the game that I thought Elite Dangerous was going to become. When I got into it, I was just playing it because it was super dope. I'm talking about Elite Dangerous. And, then I was like, man, I wish we could walk around the ships. And I started finding out that was supposed to be the plan during the Kickstarter days. And the longer I played it, the more it felt so far away. And then Star Citizen was doing it, and it was finally in a place where it could run. Then that was game over for Elite Dangerous, man. I still got a place in my heart over Elite Dangerous, but they just got to step it up for me to get interested in it again. At least let us walk around our ship. Jeez, man. I don't know, man. They'd have to spend more money than I think it'd be worth for them to get Elite Dangerous where it needs to be. I think they should just start over. Just not cut their losses. Keep the service running. Do what they need to do for that. And just start on the next Elite. Get R&D cracking for that one. Shore up them holes where they're losing money. And then meanwhile in the background, just get the next Elite going, which was after Dangerous is Elite. Get that one going, man. Let's see. I guess what made you quit ED for good? I haven't quit it for good. I still have days where I want to hop in there and just do some exploring because you don't have that in Star Citizen yet. And I don't know that it'll ever be. Well, they definitely won't be the same. Elite has the advantage of having the whole solar system represented. Even though, like, you know, once you've been to like 3 systems, you've seen every type of moon, and they're all just repeated over and over and arranged differently. Maybe have some different colors, like from nebulas and stuff, which is dope. But it gets repetitive. But still, it's still fun to do, especially when they seed some places with like whatever that dead alien race is, and there's a purpose to go to them places, or just to put your name on there. I don't know if Star Citizen will ever have that kind of depth to it. I think me and Space Tomato on his show, we were talking about that it may just be exploration for resources, which, you know, as long as they make it fun, I'm good. All right, cool. I roll with it. But yeah, every once in a while I still do want to hop in Elite and do that. But for some reason, once I hit that main menu, I'm like, I don't wanna. But I am gonna get back into it. I don't know if I'll do any coverage unless they happen to come up with something interesting. I wanted to at least get some video of the fleet carrier interiors and, you know, go through a jump, but I didn't have nothing. There wasn't really nothing for me for a whole video for that about. Anyway, man, I wish them the best, man. I hope the following years are a lot better for Elite Dangerous and Frontier as a company in general. They got to step it up, man. They're getting so far left behind between Star Citizen and Space Engineers, and maybe what's that game called? The NFT game. I don't know about that game, Star Atlas. We'll see how real that ends up being. I don't think they have like the vision of David Braben or Chris Roberts. They just trying to get that monies. I think it's too tied up in that to really have the vision. Just ain't gonna be there to like produce something like this. Let's see. Suitcase mode. What they used to call the Dragonfly. It works. I like that. Actually, I like that suitcase mode. I fully suspect you'll come out of your ship with pictures cut into your ship or initials graffiti. Oh yeah, man. Absolutely, that's gonna happen all day, every day. At least if I see your ship. I wonder how bad that will mess up your flight characteristics. Like how deep they gonna go with that. Let's see, Coop in the box. I want the rock to hook to the back of the prospector. Yeah, that'd be nice, man. That'd be perfect. If you could do that, make a little rock sidecar. And then you have like a rock sidecar, a rock DS sidecar, which has another sidecar, that's a goofy vehicle right there. Let's see. What's good, Clancy? I'll hit the like button if you don't mind. Hey, much appreciate. Let me say some likes, man. Give your boy some likes, man. Let YouTube know that I'm out here. Let them know that your boy is in here trying to get it cracking. Let's see. You know, you can play multiple games. It's possible. I do it. Yeah, I played this. I play Cyberpunk. Every now and again, Icarus. But I'm so far behind on that compared to my friends. Yeah. I never said it's one or the other. Somebody asked me why I don't play Elite anymore, and I answered. Let's see. Denied coupon box. Don't do it, KC. Make Dig pay you for UEC first. What are y'all talking about over there? Oh, on the likes. Each like cost me 4 UEC. Nice. Yeah, I'm buying likes for you. Now, let me not even say that before I get some kind of weird strike on me. This dude's buying likes, man. Let's see. That makes me wish you could use other ground vehicles to hook rocks and drag them to your ship. Yeah, man, that'd be kind of cool if there was a kind of thing. But I don't think they would do that because I think they want to encourage multi-crew, multiplayer stuff. Get some people with you, go do some stuff. I think they do. But at the same time, they got to have some stuff for folks who are just in there by themselves trying to make it happen. Not everybody's in the org. You know? Which I get it, man. Let's see. Now that they ditch consoles, maybe they have the resources to make the game what it should be. But I definitely have less money. I want to say that they said what percentage of their business consoles was, but I can't remember. But it's not insignificant. It's not insignificant. I mean, those guys buy ARCs too. I bet you they probably spend a ton of money on ARCs, man, because they don't have the option to do some of the stuff on PC, like get rid of that damn orangeness, man. Dude, that should be their one last parting gift for the people on the consoles, is to be able to change your colors, man. Because they've been rocking with that orange for however long it's been on consoles, man. Give them that. You took away the support ongoing. Give them the ability to change the HUD colors, man. Oh, man. I had made a video when I was covering Elite saying that I would never change my HUD colors until the console boys got to change theirs. I guess I obviously never got to change mine. That's too bad. That's unfortunate. Let's see. Nothing rivals Elite for exploration, especially if you're actually interested in astronomical properties. Yeah, that part. Yeah. If you in the astronomical properties, bar none, man. Elite got it all day, every day. Please fanboy me, SFC. What's up, Phase 1? KC, I'm only the physics guy. Tom Dewey, thank you so much. Spotting to SC. It's got its flaws, but it was the experience I was looking for. Yeah, absolutely, man. Me too, man. I wasn't looking for a spaceship simulator. I was looking for a space life simulator. And they gave it to me, man. SFC, give me another 4 UEC, and I'll think about it. I'll give you another 4 knuckles. How about that? We just had a 30K first of months. Wow. Yeah, I haven't seen a 30K in... I feel like I've seen one in the last month or so. But yeah, they're so rare that, you know, it's not even something people think about anymore. What's up, Abyss? Abyss in the midst. Better have my money. Let's see. You can keep your first 30K this time. Phase 1 in the building. I bet you don't have 4 UEC. Hey, whatever, man. I feel what I considered broke. I've got like 2.5 million because I bought both of the Starfarers for that comparison video that I put out like a few weeks ago or something like that. So yeah, comparatively I feel broke, but I definitely got 4 UEC, man. You off the chain. Let's see, I pay everyone who hits the like button 1 UEC. You're a good man to keep up with all that. That'd be like paying out royalty checks for like a TV for actors or something like that. Sending out 12-cent checks. Like Seinfeld. Seinfeld was getting those 50-cent checks for the Super Happy Time show, whatever that was called. Yeah, the Salvage VFX does look definitely cool. I just noticed that little cloud over on the right. Is that kind of the same thing as like those texture balls? Just to see how it reacts, and that's interesting. Anyway, I'm over here talking about Seinfeld. I think that's enough for this video. I appreciate y'all hanging out with your boy. I appreciate it, man. Because the stream ain't a stream without you, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this here. Y'all take care. See me on the next one. Fly dirty, citizens.